Hey, we are back. It was a very long and hot summer, and I work in ministry, and the summers are just the worst for getting anything done on my projects. It's just too hot and too busy. So it's September, weather is cooling off, we're halfway through. So much nicer to get projects done. So we are finally getting started on the 51. So I am going to jump to video that I've already shot. We already got started on it, but things happen. So I'll get started on the engine and show you guys where we are with that, and then we'll see all the events that have taken place with that engine since I started back in May. So now that we're back on things, I'm finally getting that done, and I might be wrapping up the actual engine for this car. So let me get this rolling, and then I'll catch you at the end. Good morning. We are on a new adventure for something else I don't need, but this past summer I was up in Pennsylvania with Iron Trap Garage. Went to hang out with them, and we went to a swap meet, and I picked this up just because I thought it was cool. Didn't need it, I just like hood ornaments. So we're actually gonna go pick up the car for this hood ornament. I bought a 51 Crestliner from a friend of mine in Boyd, Texas. His name is David. He's super cool. Has the largest horde of cars and car things that I've ever seen. I know there's probably bigger, but this is the biggest one I've ever seen. So, been working on this for a while, just trying to work a deal with him. So we're gonna head out that way and get this thing picked up because I'm excited to get it home and revive it. We are here, and let's see if I can zoom in. There it is. I'm ready to get this thing. This thing is so freaking cool. Let me zoom out. Do a little walk around. Gotta fix that. No big deal. I'm trying to find a few replacement parts, but this thing is crusty, so it all works for now. Here's the interior. I'm sure the original is pretty trashed, but backseat actually, for what it is, looks decent. Headliner's obviously gone, but the dash is pretty dang clean. I think it's gonna clean up really nice. So excited about that. She is loaded, locked in, and ready to go. This thing is pretty sick. I'm excited to get this thing going. Just gotta drop these ramps back where they go. And this looks to be the only major rust area is in the trunk, which isn't too surprising. It's pretty normal. So we'll get that taken care of at some point. But Texas car, staying in Texas. Hoping to put an airbag on the inside or some kind of steel plate and pull this out through the chrome area, and we're gonna go pick up this piece. He has that in the back somewhere. So other than that, I'm in love. All right, we made it home. It's as far as I could push it. This little hump, it's not super steep, but it's just enough that I can't do it by myself. So a buddy is coming to help me get it all the way in, but while I wait, she's definitely stuck. He said it did move a few years ago when he picked it up. I'm gonna zoom out. And so who knows, maybe it's just a stuck valve. Clutch could be stuck as well. I haven't even tried that yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and fill the cylinders with some ATF Marvel mixture and see what that does. We're in no rush, so we'll get this thing soaking and get it in gear, rock it back and forth, do the whole thing, check the clutch, see if it actually even depresses, because it may be stuck, which means that's a whole nother thing. So we'll figure out what steps we're going to take. Only one plug had just a little bit of corrosion on it. It was number 8, so obviously some moisture has gotten in there, probably through the exhaust valves is what I'm guessing. So we'll see where this process takes us. All right, we're gonna let that soak, and I'm gonna try this clutch. By the way, that dash, it's just amazing. All right, it's actually my first time sitting in it. All right, well, clutch seems surprisingly good. Brakes, no shock. I'm sorry, was not filming anything. Brakes go to the floor. Not surprised, but I already ordered all new brakes. Master cylinder, shoes, everything. Or at least the, doesn't seem that it's, well, clutch pedal is not seized. I guess the clutch still could be seized to the firewall, so we'll see. All right, we're gonna try and bump the starter. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but we'll try it. Good. It's a good sign. I don't know if you could see, but the crank moved. All right, let's try it by hand now that it has moved a little bit. Let's see if we can make it do more. Looks like we're gonna use the battery in the starter, so let's get that wired up so we can bump it. All right, she's still not moving. It's only been a day, but we're gonna go ahead and I already pulled off the carburetor, generator, fan, all that stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the intake since that's a relatively easy thing to put back. And we're gonna see what it looks like inside, and that'll also give me access to the valves. I can oil those. I can pry on them with the valve pry bar that's specifically for these motors. And we'll see if that gets us any headway. I don't know if it's rings and valves or maybe just valves. We'll see if there's anything that's obvious, and we'll go from there. So let's get this pulled off. All right. What's back? All right, I have a feeling these heads are coming off. Let me grab my flashlight. It did move, but we got stuff like that. And then a little bit of junk down there. But we definitely have some issues there, so we're gonna have to, I have a feeling these heads are coming off. So I'll get cleaning and spraying. Let's see what happens. Fan's blowing it out. All right, we're toasting this thing up. Hopefully this, I'm putting, can you see me? I'm putting heat in the lifter bores, on the valve guides, and then into at least on the intake valve where, at least what I can see, that's the most rust. So we'll see what this does. Doing about 15 seconds in each spot, so that's about 1.5 minutes per valve. So hopefully the heat transfer and all that will heat up old junk, rust. I put PV Blaster all over everything, and usually when I heat it, it'll kind of suck it down in there. So we'll see if this does anything. All right, as you can see, a lot of complications with that motor from where we sit right now. Stuck valves, all kinds of problems. So we're gonna wrap it up here, and the next video we'll keep going and see what all has been involved in getting from that point to where we were torching things to actually getting it mostly assembled. And then things changed again after that. So we'll pick up in the next video. Thanks.